Hey, you guys, welcome back to the Vintage Hen and Chick. My name is Shelly, the owner and creator here, and Flippin' Frenzy is back. And this time we are flipping into spring. A group of us creatives from Sonnet's Creative Network membership group send each other a mystery box of random items and flip them into beautiful home decor. Sarah from SJJB Creations sent me my box, and you are not going to want to miss this reveal. So make sure to stay with me until the very end. And don't forget to check out the playlist linked in the description box below so you can watch all the other creatives' videos. Now let's get started. So here are all the items that Sarah sent in my box. And I have to admit, it took me a bit to figure out what I was going to do, but I finally came up with a plan. So make sure that you stick around until the end where I reveal all the projects that I flipped and the vignette that I styled, and then let me know how I did. For project one, I'm going to be using these little wooden picket fence pieces that Sarah sent in my box. And I'm taking this Home Sweet Home sign that I had in my stash. It had some holes in it, so I just filled those in with some spackle. And now I'm going to be painting the inside part of the sign with Dixie Belle's silk in the color Saltwater. I'm going to do 2 coats because I want to make sure that that red lettering of the Home Sweet Home gets nice and covered up. And for the frame of the sign, I'm going to be using Dixie Belle silk paint in the color Black Sands. It's not a true black, it's more of a dark charcoal gray, and I'm going to be doing 2 coats around the entire outside frame of the sign. So I'm going to be using some transfers from the IOD St. Win transfer set because I want to create kind of a French country farmhouse scene on the inside part of my sign. And so I've cut out these 2 transfers of these buildings, and I'm just going to apply them to the inside of the sign using my transfer tool to rub over the transfer, and then I will peel back that transfer vellum. Once I get my transfer applied, then I take the transfer vellum and burnish that transfer in. And now I'm just going to apply this second piece of transfer right next to the first one in the same way. For the next part of my sign, I'm going to be using transfers from the IOD Rose Botanical transfer set. And I've just cut out some random pieces of transfers from this set, and I'm just going to kind of cut them to fit, place them where I want. What I'm doing is I'm creating kind of a field of flowers around these 2 French country style buildings. So I'm going to keep applying my flowers around the building and the rest of the sign, using my transfer tool to rub that transfer down, and then peeling back that transfer vellum and then burnishing everything in. So now it's time to incorporate my little wooden picket fence pieces into my project. I did cut them down a little bit so they would fit better, and I'm going to give them 2 coats of the Dixie Belle silk in the color black sand, which is the same color that I used on the outside frame of my sign. So to attach my little fence pieces to my sign, I'm just painting some Titebond Quick and Thick glue on the back of each piece, and then I'm going to lay it down where I want it to go. I did use some Sweet Pickins matte top coat to seal in the area where the transfers are. So I'm going to get both of my pieces of picket fence attached to my sign, and then this project is complete. But like I said, make sure you stick around to the end where I will style everything up into one beautiful spring vignette. Project 2 is this little wooden picture frame, and what I did is I took the entire frame apart because I'm going to redo everything. I'm going to paint the inside part of the frame and the outside part of the frame. And for the outside part of the frame, I'm going to be using Dixie Belle silk in the color Mirage, and the inside part of the frame, I'm going to be using my Dixie Belle silk in the color Saltwater. So I'm going to start out by giving each piece 2 coats of paint and then letting that completely dry. To turn this into a cute little spring sign, I'm going to use a transfer from the IOD Seed Catalog transfer set, and I love the way this transfer contrasts with the paint on the frame. And so I'm just cutting my transfer to size. I will apply it like I apply every other transfer, laying it down, rubbing over it with my transfer tool, peeling back that transfer vellum, and then burnishing everything in. Once I have my transfer applied, then I will put my frame back together, and make sure you stick around until the end so you can see the final vignette and how I styled this frame in that vignette. For project 3 is this little wooden drawer. I think it's a drawer from a jewelry box. The inside is kind of that felt, which makes me think it comes from a jewelry box. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a shadow box. And I'm going to paint the entire inside of the drawer with 2 coats of my Dixie Belle silk paint in the color Saltwater. To paint the outside of the drawer, I'm going to be using my Dixie Belle silk in the color Mirage. I'm going to paint the entire outside of the drawer, including the hardware, giving it 2 good coats. After painting the inside of the drawer on that felt surface, it really hardened it up. And so I thought this is going to be perfect for a transfer. And so I chose a transfer from the IOD Ephemeral Melange transfer set, and I cut it to size. And now I'm just applying it on the inside part of the drawer, rubbing over that transfer and then peeling that transfer vellum back. It was a little bit trickier to apply this transfer to that painted felt, but once I got it started, it worked out beautifully. For the last step in my shadow box, I'm going to be adding a little bit of Dixie Belle's gold gilding wax just to the hardware of my drawer. I'm using a small artist brush and just going over the very tops of the detail on that handle just to make it really stand out and look a little bit more special. For project 4, Sarah sent me this clay casting of a mushroom, and it took me a little bit of time to figure out what I wanted to do with this, but I finally came up with a plan. And so I'm going to be using the same two colors that I've been using throughout this video, the saltwater and the mirage, and I'm going to start out by painting the stem and the underside of the mushroom in the saltwater, and I'm also going to paint the front side of my wooden plaque with 2 coats of the saltwater paint as well. Now for my mushroom cap, I'm going to be painting that with 2 coats of the Mirage, making sure that I get all of that red paint covered up. So for the outside edge and the back side of my plaque, I'm going to be doing 2 coats of the black sands paint. For my mushroom cap, I'm just taking the end of my paintbrush and dipping it in the black sands paint and adding back those spots to the mushroom cap. I'm going to add a paint inlay to the front side of my plaque, and I'm going to be using the IOD Delft Traditions Noor paint inlay, and I'm applying it with a clear coat. And so I'm going to be using the Sweet Pickins matte top coat. I'm just adding a healthy layer to the white surface of my plaque. I'm taking my mister bottle and I'm spritzing my paint inlay, the paint side, spritzing that, and then I'm going to lay it paint side down into my wet top coat. I'm going to mist it again with my mister bottle and then dab it with my paper towel, pushing that paint inlay into that wet top coat. My inlay is dry, and now I'm just remisting it with my mister bottle, taking a dry paper towel, mopping up that excess water, and then I will peel back my inlay and reveal the beautiful image below. To bring out all the beautiful detail in my mushroom, I'm going to be applying a coat of Sweet Pickins dark beeswax. I'm just using a small brush, applying the beeswax over the entire mushroom, and then I'm going to use a dry paper towel and rub back the excess beeswax until I get the look that I'm going for. To finish off this project, I'm going to just attach my mushroom to my plaque, and I'm painting on some Tight Bond Quick and Thick glue to the back of my mushroom, and then I will place the mushroom down on my plaque where I want it to be, and then this project is complete. And here it is, you guys, my Flippin' into Spring Flippin' Frenzy reveal. I am so in love with how this all came together, from a mystery box of random items to this beautiful spring vignette. This is why I love this collab so much. I hope you love it as much as I do. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a thing. And don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box below to see all the other incredible Flippin' Frenzy videos from my fellow creatives. I'll be back again next week with another fun video, so I'll see you then.